He's always been this very austere kind of guy, but had this real loyalty to institutions and to people, and I think they slowly strip that away from him. He loses his faith in government and Winter Soldier and his faith in his friends and his family and Civil War. And, I think when we see him in Infinity War, he's become this sort of ossified kind of, I don't even know what the right word is, but he's just turned his back on a lot of things. And I think, with this movie, they let him kind of return back to that, kind of like sanguine, hopeful soldier, leader. The biggest worry is not only trying to make the guy entertaining, but to make sure that the series stays entertaining, And I just really credit everyone over at Marvel. I mean, they know these comics inside out. They're incredibly, fastidious, and I mean, they're fans themselves. So they've done their homework, and they know what the fans want. They know when they're coloring outside the lines. And they somehow manage to stay loyal to the source material, but also give this guy enough challenges to keep him interesting enough to have audiences want him coming back. I was affected. I mean, I knew it was coming, and I'm wiping tears away. So that's proof right there. If you know the story and it still kind of rocks you, that's proof they're doing something right. It's not hard with Downey. He's a very affable guy, and I think he really understood the weight of the responsibility with these movies, and I think he understood that if, when one person succeeds, we all succeed. So he really went out of his way to help us find our footing, not just in the Avengers films, but in your own individual franchise as well. Even when he wasn't on set, I still felt his support. Well, the good thing is it's always easier to build people back up after they've been broken down. So at the beginning of this movie, we see a lot of broken people, and that's what Marvel's great at doing. They've truly leveled us, not just literally, but morally and emotionally.
She's been called. Nick Fury has finally decided that there's an emergency, and of course she's going to take that call. We've seen Carol's transformation. We've seen her kind of grow and evolve and have ownership of these powers. And more than anything, we've just seen how incredibly strong she is. You get to see this really beautiful thing, which you kind of get a taste of with Avengers Infinity War as well, which is very powerful people meeting each other. Powerful people all being in one room. Powerful people that all have very specific skills working together to form a team. And Carol, because she sort of has this connection of Nick, who is obviously sort of the mastermind behind all of this, there is a sense of respect from the beginning when she walks into the room. I think there's, of course, apprehension at the same time of like, who are you? But I think very quickly they understand that this is someone that they want to be on their team, and that their hands are tied at this point. They've done the best that they can do and came up short, so they're gonna have to lean on somebody new. So at the end of Avengers Infinity War, we're devastated, and we're in a state of devastation. And I think what's amazing about these films is there are stakes unlike we've ever seen before in films like this. There is no bouncing back from some of this. We're also seeing with Carol the scope of what's happened, because she comes from a different place. We're seeing that this is not just something that's just on Earth. This is an interstellar type of situation, which brings a whole new level of importance to this. That this is big. So we get to kick this off with a little bit of a glimmer of hope, a sense that there's a team that's forming that's going to be able to get this done,